Welcome to Color Me Conscious. We have more in common than difference. Our intention is to explore the intersectionality that unites us and build consciousness about the layers of oppression we all carry. Color Me Conscious, where consciousness is at the forefront of the discussion about race.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen, to another very special episode of Color Me Conscious. I'm Mylika.
And I'm Myra.
And we love you.
Welcome to the show.
So today we want to have a very special conversation because, you know, Election Day is right around the corner.
Indeed it is.
What day is it again?
November 7th?
November 6th.
November 6th. Don't be like me. Do not go for elections on November 7th.
You're going to be late.
Personally, I get a little bit of a pass because I already voted.
Hey, vote by mail.
Vote by mail.
Vote by mail club.
Vote by mail. We actually had a voting party.
Yes, we did.
We like to be informed.
Yes, we
on
do.
On our votes, and we like to definitely double check everything.
Yes.
So
yes.
we did a whole following all of our favorite websites. Personally, I like to do a plug for leagueofpissedoffvoters.org.
Yes.
League of Pissed Off Voters is like, they're there.
Yes.
I'm with them.
Solid.
I'm with them.
Good, solid information.
Exactly. You don't have to obviously agree with any of the platforms that people put out there, but they give you solid information.
Right.
It's well researched. It's relevant.
Yes.
And they're about things that I care about.
Right. And so it's a lot easier to make a more educated decision when you're reviewing all of the measures, all of the ballots, and when you're familiarizing yourself with all of the candidates, because it can get confusing sometimes. And there's a lot that people don't.
Sometimes. Do you want to know how long our voting party took?
It was probably, a solid 2.5 hours, 3 hours?
Mylika. It was almost 4 hours because I got all into let's read the background on this. What about this one?
Yeah, because
I did.
We went down many a rabbit hole on the internet.
Right.
Many a
I got a
rabbit
little
hole.
conspiracy theorist. I will admit to it, but. You know what? At the end of the day, I'm really glad that we did the research, and little plugs that I always like to just remind people is that, you know, voting can be really intimidating because there's so many issues, and you feel like, well, I don't know. You know, I start feeling insecure, like I don't know enough about this issue.
To make a decision.
Exactly, but the reality is you do not have to vote on every single issue.
That's a fact. That's a little-known voting fact.
It's important, though, because, you know, you don't want to sit here and think like, oh, I'm not going to vote because it's so overwhelming because I don't know measure X, Y, and Z.
Right.
No, go ahead and vote for the things that you know and care about.
Right, and the things that are close to your personal platforms and what you stand for, right? And other little-known voting facts is that if you miss the voter registration date, it's not too late to register and vote.
Well, technically, it's too late to register, not too late to vote.
Okay.
So we can go to polls on the polling day. Just look up what your precinct is based on your address. Mm-hmm. Go to the precinct and ask for a provisional ballot.
Right.
They have to give you a provisional ballot and check your where you're saying
check
you
your
reside,
residence.
your residency,
right,
and then count your vote.
Right. So every vote counts. And other little-known voting fact: if you are recently off parole, you can still vote in the state of California.
You can vote.
You can vote. Don't let anybody tell you can't vote.
Don't let misinformation take away your right.
Don't let them take that from you. That's your right. So there's a lot out there that, you know, they like to hide in books because they think that uneducated people don't read. They think that if they hide it in a book, then maybe we won't find out about it. But we're here to give you a little bit of knowledge, drop a little bit of knowledge on you today. That's what we're here to do. Just a little bit. Just a scotch of knowledge. And I think that some other people had some knowledge dropped on them a little while ago.
Are you talking about Niecy Nash?
I'm talking about Niecy Nash.
We're talking about Niecy Nash dropping some knowledge.
And the New York Times pairing up with Niecy Nash to drop a little bit of knowledge on people because it's been getting a little wild in these streets. I mean, there's never not been a time that it wasn't wild in America. Let's just state that as facts. But
true, but with the prevalence of camera phones, smartphones, with the prevalence of recording, how it is, there are viral sensations. Things go viral all the time now, and things that used to be under the radar are coming to the surface. Yeah,
it almost seems like every other week there's a new hashtag. Right.
Oh. I mean, I feel like it's probably every 50 seconds there's a new hashtag. But specifically, you're absolutely right. When it comes to race in America and when it comes to white fear.
White fear.
White fear.
Dun, dun, dun.
White fear.
White fear is so real.
When it comes to white fear, about once a week, I think we get a new hashtag.
Right.
And what do we mean by white fear? We're talking about when white people are calling the police on black people for no other reason than just living, existing,
right, walking,
wearing socks,
working,
moving furniture,
drinking coffee,
babysitting white children,
selling water.
The list goes on and on.
The list goes on and on. I mean, and when white fragility is coupled with weaponizing the police, there could be detrimental consequences for bodies of color. So it's not okay. And the New York Times did this great little satirical piece with Niecy Nash that we love so much. It's called 1844 White Fear. And so we want to just play a little snippet of it for you. It's viral all over the internet, so unless you've been under a rock, you probably already heard about it. But we're going to play just a little snippet for you.
Charcoal grills are allowed.
You're scared.
Please leave me alone.
You're white.
African American.
Illegally selling water without a permit?
But with cell phone cameras and social media, calling 911 on your black or brown neighbors just isn't what it used to be. Hi, I'm Niecy Nash, actress, inventor, and advocate for not calling 911 on black people for no goddamn reason. I'd like to introduce you to a radical new product that will save you all the headaches of being filmed and outed as a racist douche. It's called 1844 White Fear, and it's revolutionizing the way racist white people cope with black people living life near them.
1844 White Fear? There's a black guy outside my neighbor's house, and he's walking around.
Our experienced staff have been living while black in America their entire lives. Darren here is a former Obama aide who had the cops called on him for moving into his new apartment.
Yes, that is actually your neighbor Michael. Yeah, no problem.
Our records are actually showing that's actually his boat. Yeah, I know. Black people have boats too now.
Studies show that people of color are more likely to be arrested, convicted, and serve longer sentences than white people for similar crimes. So calling 911 for non-emergency situations is really just a move.
Thank you, Niecy Nash.
Thank you.
She's dropping the knowledge, and she's doing it in a classic satirical way.
Yeah.
I just want to say shout out to Niecy Nash because I've been a fan of hers for as long as I can remember.
Right?
Reno 911.
Yes.
She takes it all the way back. She is hilarious, and she is well-informed. I really appreciate her using her platform to bring knowledge, or to shed light on a very important issue.
Right, and sometimes you have to use comedy to cope with things. I mean, it's a real serious thing that we're talking about, and you know they kind of cast a little light on it in the little piece. But I think that sometimes you have to use comedy to deal with things that are heavy and things that are not nice.
Right, and as much as the video made me laugh, isn't it actually a phone number that people can actually call?
It's an actual phone number, so you can dial 1-844-WYTFEAR right now. White people, black people if you want to laugh, white people if you need some information, go ahead and dial 1-844-WYTFEAR, White Fear, and you too can learn whether or not you should actually call the police on someone, because you're misusing public resources every time you dial 911 over something that's irrelevant.
Right, and why is this so relevant?
Right.
Why are we bringing this up right now? Well, let's just review a little timeline. Let's just go back to, say, April of 2018.
All the way back.
Let's just go all the way back to, what was that, 6 months ago?
Yeah.
7. Well,
Seven.
It's November 1st now.
It's
so
November,
7 months ago. The first one that hit the headlines that really caught national news was the two brothers who were at Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
Right, they were having a business meeting. They were waiting for a third person to
Right.
come, and while they were waiting, somebody had called the police, or they reported it to the manager, and then the manager called police. I'm pretty sure it was a Starbucks employee who had called police, because otherwise
Yes.
Starbucks would not have shut down for the sensitivity training that they ended up
Starbucks
doing.
did an intense reaction to what happened, but a necessary reaction. It was proportionate, I think. But
I absolutely think it was necessary, and I appreciate Starbucks for having done that.
Yeah.
I know that they probably did that in relation to the boycott of Starbucks that people did in reaction to this absolutely ridiculous
that's a motivating
event.
factor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it had something to do with
Being
money.
publicly boycotted would motivate you to do a lot of things.
Something. It's just like a little. Like,
Yeah, so that was in Philadelphia, and that was ludicrous.
That was, exactly. And then you have immediately after that, actually just maybe a week and a half after that, you have BBQ Becky out here in Oakland.
What?
Right.
BBQ Becky.
Barbecue Becky.
She's a character if I ever saw one. I'm pretty sure I saw someone dressed up as her for Halloween recently.
I think I saw a few people dressed up as her for Halloween.
I was like, that's an easy costume.
It really is. I mean, you just need a pair of like Arnold Schwarzenegger sunglasses.
Terminator shades. All you need is some Terminator shades and a hoodie, and you're ready to go.
Exactly.
That half up, half down ponytail look, you rocking that, you ready to go.
And a phone, of course. And with a battery pack charger, because you had to stay on the phone with the police for what was it, 4
3
hours?
3.5 hours.
3.5 hours. So she had her battery pack. She was ready.
She was not about to be tried, but she tried it. So after BBQ Becky, there was.
Well, for those of you who don't know, BBQ Becky did call the police on 2 brothers who were barbecuing at the lake. By brothers, I mean black men. Mm-hmm. They were barbecuing at the lake, and she called for the police on them under the premise that they were using a charcoal grill in an area that was only supposed to be propane barbecue.
Right, because people take propane grills with them to the outings, like to the park.
I actually think that's kind of dangerous.
I've never in my life.
What is it? I can't say it now. Propane, isn't that flammable?
Yeah, propane is very flammable.
Right.
It's a highly flammable gas.
Right.
That if you're going to transport, you should probably be a professional doing so. But, anyway. So she tried it.
That actually took off into one of the biggest viral sensations that we've seen in relation to white fear. And from there, the list goes on. We have Permit Patty.
Yep.
That was the white woman in San Francisco who called the police on a young black girl who was selling water bottles
outside of her apartment complex.
Right.
Like an entrepreneur.
And it's funny that you mentioned the entrepreneur thing, because she herself actually was then outed as the founder and CEO of Leafly, which is a local cannabis.
The cannabis brand, Leafly.
Right.
So entrepreneur to entrepreneur, she's not too ashamed. She's not too proud to stomp on your dreams. So that's unfortunate.
Well, it seems like that entrepreneurial love might not be for all people.
That's true. You'd have to see everyone as having an equal stake in entrepreneurship in order to see one's hustle, respect one's hustle, and actually maybe even buy a bottle of water instead of trying to squash this little girl's Shark Tank dreams. That's
she watches Shark Tank.
She loves Mark Cuban. That's her idol, and you just stomped all on her dreams. That's ridiculous.
Don't offer her a mentorship. Introduce her to some people.
You could have hooked her up with Barbara Corcoran. Instead, you tried to get her arrested. That's unfair. It's unfortunate.
Not cool, Permit Patty.
Not cool, Permit Patty. Wah, wah.
Yeah, then we have, what was it, Coupon Carl.
Coupon Carl, yeah. He was, I believe, an employee inside of a CVS who a customer came in and she was ready to purchase some items. She had a manufacturer coupon for like $17.99 off of a personal medical device. And the manager deemed the coupon as a fake coupon and ended up calling the police on her.
Okay.
Because he decided it was fake.
I don't even know how to comment on that one because I don't know about you, but I shop at Bed Bath & Beyond sometimes, and I use expired coupons. All the time. It's the name of the game.
Facts.
Name of the game is expired coupons.
Bed Bath & Beyond
If anybody
coupons
called the
do not
police
expire.
on me for trying to use an expired coupon, I might die.
It might go
in
off.
shock.
I might go off.
I might die in shock. I would literally be so shocked that is just something that's so obscure.
It seems like
such an obscure reason to call the police.
It's such an asinine thing to call the police over, right? It's complete misuse of resources, right? Like my tax dollars don't go for your coupon safety. Like that's really not what I'm here for.
And then I have my personal favorite, Flagrant Freddy.
Flagrant Freddy.
This is a white man who was playing basketball with some black men at a gym.
Just a pickup game, y'all.
Playing a pickup game, and what I had read that he had ran into a screen. For those of you who don't know,
he Wakanda forever. That screen horde.
I mean, for those of you who don't know, it's basketball fundamentals. I mean,
101.
it's part of the pick and roll.
Yeah.
You put up a screen. So the fact that this man ran into a screen and then called the police on the person he ran into.
Right. I feel like you just need to do some drills. Maybe you just need to, like, you know, get a coach. Maybe you need to consult so you can get your skills up. Because if you can't handle a screen, get off the court.
Level up.
There's levels to this game, right?
Exactly.
So it's ridiculous story after ridiculous story of ridiculousness, actually. So.
Exactly. Pretty much. And so it's pretty upsetting.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like me personally, as a white person, I'm upset by it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm upset by it for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah.
Number one, because I don't think black people should be treated like that.
Right.
But number two, I'm also upset by it because of white people. Like, what are we doing collectively? Like,
right.
what is going on here?
Right.
And also, number three, sometimes I get this weird additional layer of, like, not wanting to, like, follow and then be, you know, somehow associated with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because there's like, oh, you know, this is how white people are acting,
Mm-hmm.
and then let's say I have a relevant complaint, I'm
right.
going to think twice about it because I'm going to think about all the social implications of what happens because I am a conscious person, and I'm kind of feeling like F you, BBQ Becky, and all these other white people that make me think twice about calling the police when there's really something that's worthy of calling the police
Right,
on.
when you have a valid concern, then you feel like you don't want to be you don't want your claim or your concern to not be taken seriously.
Exactly.
Even though it's completely valid because of other people's misuse of that, right? Like the little boy that cried wolf over and over and over again. Then when the wolf is really there, then, you know, nobody hears, nobody reacts the same way because the validity is taken out of it.
And I don't appreciate that.
That's unfair.
I resent it on many levels.
Several levels.
But you know what? I gotta say, when it comes to these viral sensations and BBQ Becky, you know, since we're here in Oakland, I think we should pay a little bit more attention to that particular story. And what I really like about it is the way that so many positive things have come out of this situation.
Absolutely. So a few days after the BBQ Becky debacle occurred, the guys that were involved were actually able to organize a wonderful event that brought the community together, and barbecuing while black at the lake was born out of that. So that's just one of the great things that came out of an unfortunate situation and an unnecessary cruelty, right?
Absolutely. I think, the two main things would be Two Brothers at the Lake.
Mm-hmm. The nonprofit foundation that was started.
The nonprofit foundation that was started, as well as Barbecuing While Black. And I actually had the pleasure of attending Barbecuing While Black. And it was a dope event. Like, there were a bunch of vendors, there were artists, there were musicians, there was visual artists, there were open spaces for people to be creative, there were people just enjoying the sun, having some food,
just beautiful
a lot of
people,
local businesses,
artists. I think there was artists there too, right?
It was,
and anytime, any weekend now, from then on, you go down to the lake, and there's still this residual effect of people gathering together in community, and small businesses trying to thrive, and just people continuing to take back the lake away from the gentrification that's rampant in Oakland right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bless you. So, I mean, Kenzie Smith is one of the gentlemen that was down at the lake that day, and he is another great thing that's come out of that terrible situation is that he's actually running for city council.
What?
Yeah, he's running for city council in District 2.
Really?
Yeah, here in the city of Oakland. And
District 2 is my district.
Isn't that where you live?
Yes.
That's right. That's what's up. That's dope. That's amazing. So he's actually going to be on your ballot.
Actually, he was, and I voted for him.
Snap, 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 snap.
Snaps on deck. Snaps on deck.
Snaps on deck. Snaps on deck. So I think we're going to take a little bit of break, and then we're going to have a special guest come and talk to us.
This is another DJ Eagle Beats.
Hey man, it's your boy Fabby Davis Jr. the Mac, man. You know what I'm saying? And niggas be hating on the town, man. So what I did is put together the bosses from their areas so we can really show y'all how this shit go, man. Look, I got the north, got the east, got the west with me. So I suggest you niggas don't mess with me. Nigga, be cool, cause you don't wanna squabble. Cause we can do the fool, but you don't want a problem. Put that on something, I put that on fathers. Put that on something, I put that on mamas. Put that on something, I put that on grandcitas. You run up on me and get your man beat up.
You know, this is a very special honor, actually, Kenzie, that you are our first guest.
Our inaugural guest.
For real?
Yes.
I thought y'all had guests on here before.
We actually just usually have so much commentary to say on a topic that we fill the hour with intellect.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That's
Why
dope.
don't you switch so that he can? Yep.
Let me go ahead and give you that.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. You know,
Yeah.
appreciate y'all. You know,
Welcome. Thank you so much for coming
I
out.
feel honored.
You
You know what I'm
should.
saying? My bro came up over here, got the dope air candy. You know what I'm saying? Dope air candy. You know, shout out to boy Dre. You feel me?
Shout out to Dre Productions.
Feel me?
In
That's
the
the homie.
building.
Always hooking it up for us. You know, always showing dope air love. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta shout my boy out. You know what I'm saying?
Drinking.
Drago. So, thanks for bringing this up because Mr. Fab is actually your brother, right?
My brother.
That's your big bro, huh?
That's my big bro. You
So
feel me?
shouts out to Mr. Fab. Thank you for being a trailblazer.
Like, you know, I sat down with bro first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Like, when the situation with BBQ Becky happened, bro was actually in Africa.
Oh.
And I didn't even have an opportunity to actually call him or nothing because the time zones is different. So, bro actually, he went to Nelson Mandela House.
Oh, wow.
And when he walked into Nelson Mandela House, he actually saw the video for the first time. And he was like, he told the people, he was like, that's my brother. And they were like, what? And he was like, that's my brother. And he called me from Africa. And I forget what time it was, but he was like, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, a lot of people don't understand, like, not having a father, you know what I'm saying? Like, and all you have is, like, your brother. It's kind of like, you know, everything that we do, you know what I'm saying, we try to change, you know, change the environment. We change the way people think. We try to channel, you know what I'm saying, who we really are, you know what I'm saying, because in books and things of that nature, they tell us that we were slaves, but in reality, we were actually kings and queens.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we actually tell people, you know what I'm saying, to actually get in the books, study for yourself, and understand who you really are. You know what I'm saying? And knowledge is always key.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And when my situation with BBQ Becky, a lot of people don't understand, like, it was about survival. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, because this lady came up to me, she's like, oh, you know, first she walks up, she goes, hey, gentlemen, how you guys doing? We like, you know, we cool, you know what I'm saying?
She was polite at first.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we like, you know, we go into the truck, getting stuff out, and she's like, you guys are trespassing on private property. So we like, we like private property, you know?
Stop
so,
it.
you know, I'm like, I've been here, you know what I'm saying, for years. I'm like, you know what I'm saying, this is public land.
Yeah, this public
you know?
lake.
And so she's like, no, I just bought this for $5.7 million. And we're like,
What?
Wow.
we're looking at each other like, are you serious? And then she turns around and says, we're both underneath citizen's arrest. And then she talks about how,
Whoa, that's like some George Zimmerman type.
yeah, like it was like weird.
Vigilante.
And
That's
then like
scary.
she was like, yeah, she called the police, and then she was like, when they get here, she was like, the police are gonna shoot you in the head, blah blah blah. So me and Oso looking at each other like, you know, like how we gonna come about this situation? You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, and I'm like looking around, and I'm like, the strategy is to outbeat her. You know what I'm saying? To outthink her. So every time she says something to us, we're like, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. So she's like, yeah, the police is on their way, yes ma'am. So she's just like, then she's like, she was like, that's what's wrong with you niggers. And it's like, you know, like once she started talking like that, yes she did. You know what I'm saying? I'll take a lie detector. Like also said the same thing. Like our stories have never changed. Literally, like
That is so wrong.
For me to actually live in Oakland, like, you know, I would never think that someone would come up and actually, you know, especially someone of another ethnic background, come up to a person like us and actually label us as niggers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear about that, you know, down south, you know, Midwest, you know what I'm saying, but not in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? The Bay Area really doesn't tolerate racism or hate in any kind of shape, form, or fashion. So it was just like, okay, you know, once we outsmarted her, you know, y'all see the video as is, you know what I'm saying? But that's actually from start to finish, that whole thing. Like, a lot of people have asked, like, on the YouTube, like, oh, you know what I'm saying, what happened when the police came? Like, They came, you know what I'm saying, they patted us down. They said we had weapons. And then the police officer looked at us and he said, I'm sorry. He was like, this, he said to me, this seems like a racial profile. And, you know, like this is actually in the Oakland police report. Like, you guys
called it what it is.
Yeah.
Thank goodness he did.
Yeah, because, you know what I'm saying, like, he realized, like, we didn't have any weapons. We weren't threatening her. We wasn't trying to harass, intimidate, you know what I'm saying, anything.
Right.
You know, and then he told us to go ahead and have our barbecue.
The whole time that she was trying to incite you to be angry and to
Yeah.
live up to some negative stereotype.
You gotta think of, like, that's what they paint us as, you know what I'm saying, gorillas, monkeys, you know, the aggressors, you know, the savages. The thing about it is, if we would, like, people have come up to me and been like, oh, man, if that was me, man, I would have body slammed her, I would have choked her, and all that. And you gotta think about it like this. This is what they want you to do.
That's exactly what they
paint
want
you
you
as the
to
aggressor. You in jail.
Yep.
You know how many women? You know how many in California? Do you know how many women's rights groups are in California alone? Do you realize that me and Oso Face would have been on so many campaign flyers, so many billboards? You know what I'm saying?
We would have been on billboards as a poster child for what not to do.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you got to think about this. When our decision was to actually show humility, number one. Number two, to show that we are kings and stand up in the face of adversity. Number three, and we was actually showing the younger generation how to handle a situation, how to be men.
Role modeling.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we that's what, like I said, you got to think outside of these boxes. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to put you in these small little boxes. You know what I'm saying? When we are so much more capable. We are scientists. We are, you know, we are lawyers. You know, we are judges. We are more than just people who are playing basketball or playing baseball. It's so much more to us. You know what I'm saying? As, you know, people of color.
Absolutely.
Right. I mean, and the thing that really struck me is that how much time went by between that interaction with her and you kings rising up and coming up with the Barbecuing While Black and coming up with the Two Brothers at the Lake Foundation.
So that was the Barbecuing While Black is it was me, Oso, Jamel, and Logan. You know, Jamel. Well, Logan and Jamel was talking about doing a barbecue at the lake, and people were like, "Oh, I'm down." You know, they was like, "I want to put this much money to it, and I want to do this." So the flyer had went up, and I was like, "Hold on," you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I seen my picture. So I contacted Jamil immediately. I'm like, I contacted Jamil immediately, like, bruh, you know what I'm saying?
Pause, bruh.
Shout out Jamil, you know, Jamil know, you know, you my bruh. But, you know what I'm saying, I seen it. I'm like, hold on, that's my picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening? He like, so he called me on the phone immediately and was like, bro, you know, we want to do Barbecuing While Black. And I was like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be a form of community, number one. Yes. And it has to actually show the unity, because if you know anything about Oakland culture and Oakland history, you know Lake Merritt hasn't really been popping since 1997, the last festival at the lake. So, you know what I'm saying, we wanted to make sure that we pay honor and tribute to the ancestors. So a lot of people don't notice that before everyone got there, we actually had elders come out there and bless the lake and call out the ancestors and say Ashe. Ashe. You know what I'm saying? So we really called the real ancestors who have been trailblazers, who actually died, you know what I'm saying? And actually, you know what I'm saying, we asked for permission to have that, you know what I'm saying? And then when everyone came out, it was the biggest thing. Like, we had 70,000 people at Lake Merritt, you know what I'm saying?
It was huge.
Easy.
And you know what I'm saying, like, it wasn't no fight. It was no, you know what I'm saying, no guns. It was just people, you know, politicking, talking, you know what I'm saying, and actually holding space. And to me, that was just the most, you know, beautifulest thing, because when I got there and seen it with my own eyes, like, it was a teepee on the lakeshore side, I actually cried, you know what I'm saying, because, you know what I'm saying, like, I actually met the person who had the teepee, and he told me, you know what I'm saying, like, he was, you know, touched by the story. And he said that he was, you know, Indian descent. And he said that he just wanted to just hold up space with us. Yeah. So it was just like, you know, I was just like, man, like, then we had the second Barbecuing While Black, you know what I'm saying? And that was called Poetic Justice, and we dedicated it, you know, off the movie Poetic Justice, where they come.
Tupac tribute. Tupac tribute.
You know what I'm saying? So if y'all would have came out, we had Joy Elam. We had Bree Blue. We had a few other poets come out and actually bless us, you know what I'm saying, and actually touch the mic and just testify, you know what I'm saying. And then what I didn't realize is that BT had came out. So BT was actually walking around the lake filming, you know what I'm saying. And when I found out BT was there, I actually ran up on Igor. He'd tell you I ran up on Igor, and I said if y'all here, I said y'all got to put my brother on prime time. So you know what I'm saying, I made BT, you know, screaming at Igor, you know what I'm saying, and actually film him and things of that nature. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying, just paying honor to, you know what I'm saying, like, because he is an elder, you know what I'm saying, in our community. He is, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people you gotta understand in this community or in this day and age, you only live as long as the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I say live long as the people, like, if the people support you and the people love you, your legacy will live forever. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying, for me, people are looking at me, but I'm telling them, you know what I'm saying, there's people before me who paved the way, who trailblazed, you know what I'm saying. They might not have the same experiences, but, you know what I'm saying, they are big in our community. Right. So, you know what I'm saying, like I said, big ups Igor Beats.
Igor Beats! What it do?
What it do?
What it do?
What it do? You know, and then
this is Igor Beats radio station here, Bay Life Radio.
Yeah, so then we partnered up with I got contacted again by the Parkland High Florida shooting victims. And I thought that was like, at first I thought it was a joke, but you know what I'm saying, they was like, bro, we reading about everything that you're talking about on these newspapers and these papers, and they was like, brother, you know, we want to come to Oakland. And I was like, they ain't coming to Oakland, you know. And they was really like hitting me every single day, like, bruh, we coming. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, I contacted Igor. I was like, Igor, put the play together. I was like, you know, I'm gonna honor you, you know what I'm saying, Parkland High, Florida shooting, they want the best music. You know what I'm saying? I was like, they want this, and that. And he was like, what? And you know what I'm saying, we had it at Defremery Park. Yeah. Home of the Black Panthers, you know what I'm saying. And once again, my brother came out there. He did his thing musically. You know, y'all can watch it on YouTube. Y'all can see the actual footage. Actually bring him out, give him his roses, you know what I'm saying, so he could smell them. I ain't giving him no roses when he did, you know what I'm saying. He got to actually talk to the people. He actually got to talk to the young people. Young people was asking him questions. You know, we had the original Black Panthers there. Talking to them, you know what I'm saying, giving them game. And they actually learned, how we tied it all in is because if you know anything about the Black Panther history, you know that 17-year-old Bobby Hutton was the first member. He was gunned down in the streets of Oakland by gun violence. So these young men and women from Florida, they've experienced gun violence. So therefore, that's how we just tied it all in. And they were like, they were impacted.
I bet there was not a dry eye there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like, it was dope. And you know what I'm saying, like, you know, we still keep in contact to this day. You know, they call me Big Bro. They support me. And I actually got to meet, as a, you know, token of like a reward, you know, I cried on camera, you know. I got to meet Miss Gina Belafonte. That's Harry Belafonte's daughter. And if you know anything about civil rights, you need to know about Gina Belafonte and her movement and things that she's went through, especially learning from her father, Harry Belafonte.
Yeah. Oh, that's incredibly powerful. So, and speaking of Black Panthers, you actually are related directly to a Black Panther,
yeah, so
right?
My godfather is James Mott, Satura Ned. He might be watching, you know what I'm saying, on a little screen right there. But, you know what I'm saying, that's my godfather, been very instrumental. So, yes, you know what I'm saying, I'm a Panther Cub. I passed my tests, you know what I'm saying, and I actually got to speak at a few weeks ago at Black Panther 52, so the Black Panther anniversary. And, you know what I'm saying, I met with a lot of other Black Panthers from San Francisco and Sacramento and things of that nature. You know, they came and embraced me. And, you know, we exchanged numbers, and they like, we see you doing your thing in Oakland. And I'm like, I'm basing everything off the 10-point program, off the Black Panther Party. You know what I'm saying? I just reversed it and broke it down in a language that, you know, everyone can understand. You know what I'm saying? I just, to make it, I'm basically honoring, you know what I'm saying, my culture. Right. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the posters, you know what I'm saying, you see the black, you see the yellow, you see the RBG colors. But then, like, you know what I'm saying, you look at it, say, from barbecue to City Hall. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know, like, it's a testimony.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you look at the poster, that's really a testimony. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they tried to assassinate me here, but I'm on a rise.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Maya Angelou's still I rise.
Right. Born and raised in Oakland, ain't going nowhere.
Nah, I'm not going nowhere.
Can't you move?
Gentrification is real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And gentrification, a lot of individuals, you know what I'm saying, they are being pushed out of Oakland and being pushed to the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you know Oakland used to be 100% black?
Yes.
Right now, Oakland is 24% black.
Are you serious?
24%.
I think
that's the actual statistic right there. The reason why is because you got to think about it. No one is able to pay, you know what I'm saying, $8,000 of rent. You know what I'm saying? And California state law says that we are actually landlords are actually supposed to base your unit off your income.
Really?
Yeah.
Not off a market rate.
Not off of market rates. It's supposed to be 20 in any building. 20% of units are supposed to be based off your income.
Wow.
Yeah.
We would be living in a very different Oakland, a very different Bay Area if that were the case.
But you know what I'm saying? You got to think about it. A lot of these landlords are out for the dollar bill, y'all.
Yeah, and where's the oversight? Where's the governmental oversight to ensure that people?
See, you're supposed to have an ethnic commission and a housing commission, and none of these things are being brought forth. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, as people of color, there's a lot of knowledge that they hide from us. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to ask questions. You got to ask questions, and you got to start getting these answers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's there. It's really right there in front of people, and people are just like, they instead of them going to this book to read, they're like, I'd rather, you know,
watch Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's more to that.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh, you want to talk about that?
Well, because one other thing that does happen, the gentrification does push people out into the suburbs, but it also pushes people into homelessness.
Absolutely, right? And I wanted to share one of the statistics that I had read regarding homelessness in Oakland. United Nations Special Reporter on Adequate Housing, Leilani Farhad, inspected Oakland's homeless encampments Saturday. This was an article that was published October 21st, so Saturday would have been around that time, where she was able to do an assessment, and she observed conditions of systemic cruelty. She was appointed to the independent expert position of the UN Commissioner of Human Rights in 2014, and has previously examined housing conditions in Jakarta, Manila, and most recently Mexico City. Her current mission is focused on informal settlements and camps in major metropolitan regions across the global North America and South. She said that she, quote, "I find there to be a real cruelty in how people are being dealt with here. Everywhere we've driven today, I've seen camps. Oakland's homeless population is conservatively estimated at 2,761 people.
More.
That's the conservative estimate. Over 300 of the homeless people counted last year in the census were children, and 68% of homeless are black in Oakland. Yeah,
I mean, I don't agree with that number. It's a lot more, but I will say this, we, when I say we, like me and my team, we're actually trying to combat homelessness. Like we've been in the homeless camps. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to give a shout out to Candace Elder, who does a program called Feed the Hood. We just donated $6,700 to her initiative. They do a bi-monthly thing. They actually go out to the homeless camps and feed them. And you know what I'm saying? Like I've actually been with her. I see how she does it. You know what I'm saying? Her and her team, they're great. You know, like I've seen it hands on, like literally. And they actually do help the community, and they're black. So, you know what I'm saying? I want to give you a shout out, you know what I'm saying, for your hard work, determination, and drive, because, you know what I'm saying, I see you, you know what I'm saying? So, but when you go into these, homeless camps and these things, a lot of these people are homeless not by choice.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really sit down and talk, so what you guys may not know about is, I actually, there was a guy named Jogger Joe that threw the homeless.
Another hashtag.
We did not cover Jogger Joe in our list, and we should have.
So
tell us about Jogger Joe.
So Jogger Joe, saw, you know what I'm saying, my man Drew, or Greg Marks and stuff, and threw his stuff in the lake. What? And my friend JJ Abrams, you know what I'm saying, he actually videotaped him. And that same night when he videotaped it, because everybody was tagging me on Facebook, I actually went out there that same night and provided him with water, food, and blanket, you know what I'm saying. And then the next day I went back and provided him with clothes, you know, shoes, you know what I'm saying, underwear, toiletry items, you know, clippers, fingernail clippers, and then we raised $14,000 for him in 2 days.
Wow.
You know, so then, you know, like I said, in that time frame, I actually sat down with Drew, you know what I'm saying, and actually got the chance to actually know who he is, you know what I'm saying, and his story. And the thing about it is Drew is from Oregon, and he migrated from Oregon to Vallejo. He worked in a refinery, and he was fired. And so he actually hitchhiked from Vallejo to Oakland, and he's been at the lake for 5 years.
Wow.
5 years?
He's been sitting at that same spot for 5 years.
He's been homeless at the lake for 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot, like I said, a lot of these people are homeless not because by choice. A lot, like you talk to these homeless people, you know what I'm saying, they got kicked out because they're lesbian, gay, queer, transgender, you know, and, you know, their family doesn't accept them. A lot of these people are kicked out of their homes for mental issues. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people are just homeless because the things that they might not agree with their family or their family lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? We talked to, you know, someone that was a Mormon and or grew up Mormon, and they ran away from home because they didn't want to be Mormon no more. You know, they didn't want to be controlled. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at the Mormon lifestyle, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's very conservative.
Who wants to live that lifestyle? You know what I'm saying? When you're like 18, 19, 20, it's your time to, you know, you like, I'm to the club, you know, I'm to the...
trying to explore what it means to be you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like, you know, it's not like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you talk to these individuals, and these individuals will tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to lie to you. They're not going to sit there and tell you a story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm actually in the streets feeding them food, you know, talking to them, bringing them water. You know what I'm saying? Like, not out of nobody else's pocket, but out of my own pocket. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to just show the world that if I could do it, you can do it too.
Absolutely, and there's no sugarcoating homelessness, right? Like, there's no sugarcoating that situation.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. We have to drive by it. We have to walk by it. It's out in front of our homes, out in front of businesses, and I really want to hear more about what you plan to do for as city council member, and where is District 2, and what does District 2 need in order to thrive?
So, like, what do you mean? Like, what do you plan to do? Like, if I was to be city council,
yes. What is it? What would be your scope of responsibility?
The first thing that I would do is affordable housing. We need to, you know what I'm saying, if you have your ballots, you know what I'm saying, vote yes on 10. That means, you know, affordable housing. Your landlord is held accountable.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, you know what I'm saying, we're talking about youth development. There needs to be, you know, we need to sit down with these young people because these young people have bright ideas if you sit down and have a conversation. Right. Young people are very smart, and they're, you know what I'm saying, they actually are the key to the future.
That's true.
But, you know what I'm saying, we actually sit there and judge them, you know what I'm saying, when we need to actually sit down and actually say, hey, you know what, you know, I like to, for me, myself, I like to do a council with young people from different areas and say, hey, you know what, let's meet up once a week or twice a week and actually figure out what we need to be doing in your, you know, areas in order to improve, whether it's be the educational system, because, you know, Oakland has a horrible educational system. You know what I'm saying, or whether, you know what I'm saying, we are investing into programs that, you know, help at risk youth. You know what I'm saying, so therefore, you know, it's like that in itself, you know, and then I like to talk about racial injustices. You know what I'm saying, there's been a lot of racial injustices, not just in my case, but, you know what I'm saying, just all over the world, you know what I'm saying, and I like for it to actually be in Oakland that if you're calling the police, you know what I'm saying, you should actually be held accountable for your actions, you know what I'm saying.
I think that sounds reasonable.
And I like to, fair. And I like to impose $100 fine for if you waste police time, and that $100 goes into the community. And the community comes out and they say, hey, you know what, we got the $100 from, Barbecue Susie. You know what I'm saying? We want to, you know what I'm saying? We want to, there's a struggling family, you know what I'm saying, on East 14th. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can use a $100 meat package. You know what I'm saying, from the local, meat market, and we take it to that family, you know what I'm saying, guys, you know what I'm saying. We're supposed to embrace our, you know what I'm saying, our community, not reject our community, you know what I'm saying. Everyone struggles. Everyone has faced some kind of a struggle or adversity or something. So, you know what I'm saying, we need to be able to, you know what I'm saying, help each and every one of them. And what's your other question now?
What are the few things that you think that District 2, which is the Lake Merritt area, need in order to change? What are the things that need to change in order for the district to thrive?
We need more businesses. We need small businesses. The small businesses that, are around, we need to be able to continue to, support them. Right. When you look at, you drive to East Oakland, there's a Walmart and there's a Package Save on the same street, and where are they? Right. You know what I'm saying? So that goes to show you about big businesses. Gone. Big businesses really are not helping us. Right. Our economy needs to thrive with the small businesses. So in District 2, I would say we need to have more smaller businesses, and we need to be able to support. I would like for, you know what I'm saying, if you have a dream of opening up, you know what I'm saying, your own nail salon, you know what I'm saying, let's support that. If you have your own dream of opening up your own hair studio, let's support that. You know what I'm saying, we need to actually start having our own local businesses in our district, and therefore that when they thrive, we thrive, you know what I'm saying, as Oaklanders do. Right. You know what I'm saying, but we don't actually talk about helping people establish businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, we actually need to stand up and say, hey, you know what? Having a business is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of work, but, you know what I'm saying? Think about, you know what I'm saying, the next generation underneath you is looking at you like, oh, such and such, she got her own business. You know what I'm saying? I want to be like her. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that starts to employ younger people's minds. You know what I'm saying?
You can't be what you can't see, and I think it means a lot when you go to school and the fundamentals of actually becoming an entrepreneur and the fundamentals of starting a business, all the legal steps that go into that's not taught in school. You have to know somebody who's gone through it, or take the time and do the legwork and the research to find out, and it's kind of hard to piece that all together if you don't have any model or example in front of you. So I think that's an incredibly admirable mission, to be able to bring some of those fundamental elements of starting a business so that we can have more small businesses pop up in Oakland.
Well, and I would say, I mean, I am a resident in District 2, and there are a lot of vacant areas. There's that business is dead in that area. There is not any healthy food stores. There is not any healthy anything stores. There is very, 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 very few businesses within, I would say, a 10-block radius of where I live. Even though I'm right off of International, there's several blocks where it's just closed down.
Right. Yeah. It's just
deserted. It's like you know what I'm saying, it's like it's like a ghost town. Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we need to actually pull out, you know what I'm saying, and start hitting up people and getting the resources, and everybody needs to start investing into their own business. And you know what I'm saying, we need to actually thrive on that situation. Like I said, it's going to help yourself, and it's going to help Oakland economy, definitely.
Absolutely, and I think that it's so timely, because with gentrification, there's absolutely the same threat that this area is going to become revitalized, but lined with businesses of investors from other places, right? And how fortunate to have somebody who's also an entrepreneur, such as yourself, right? Because you do have the Dope Era magazine. I don't know if you would like to explain to our listeners what Dope Era is about.
Dope Era is doing oppression, people evolve, and with growth, everyone rises above. You know what I'm saying? It's an acronym. You know what I'm saying? So you could look at it, you know what I'm saying, just DOPERA, Dope Era, or you can do it with the acronym. But, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, it's something that, you know what I'm saying, evolves, and it makes people think. You know what I'm saying? When you hear that, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, what? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, during oppression. Girl. You know what I'm saying? So
during oppression, people evolve?
You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know,
that's
like
so relatable.
And then it's like, you know, now we have, you know what I'm saying, like we got a doper, and now we have my aunt, you know, Aunt Ernest, you know what I'm saying, he has Creating Change, you know what I'm saying, so that's the secondary of the dope era, you know what I'm saying, and we've, you know, been in the community for 15 years, you know what I'm saying, doing turkey give backs, doing we'll say Easter drives, Christmas drive, toy drives, giving away coats. You know what I'm saying? Like you name it. Like we've been trying to improve the community left and right.
For years, not just since BBQ Becky. He's been an advocate and an activist for people of color, poor individuals of a lower socioeconomic status, and women as well for years, right? Because it's in your blood.
Yeah.
Pretty much, right?
And then if you don't mind, can I make an announcement?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So November 3rd, you know, we have the, I'm doing a benefit concert.
That's this Saturday,
yeah, so
right?
I'm doing a benefit for the youth and young adults. I'm actually trying to create a new social justice system to actually teach the younger generation how to conduct themselves in certain situations, how to, you know what I'm saying, be young men and be young women and actually become better leaders. So, you know what I'm saying, we're doing the benefit. If you cannot make it to the benefit, you can also, you know, hit me up on PayPal or Venmo, you know what I'm saying, Kenzie Smith 23.
Where's this
we're going to do it. We're doing the benefit fundraiser at Alomar from 4 to 6.
4 to 6 p.m. Saturday.
Yes.
All right.
Be there or be square.
And they can go to your Instagram.
They go to my Instagram
for more information.
Go to my Facebook. Go to my
Kenzie at Kenzie for Oakland.
Yeah.
Number 4.
At Kenzie number 4 Oakland.
Yeah. At Kenzie number 4 Oakland on Instagram, you know for more information.
So like I said, I'm just trying to we want to raise like 3,000, and actually, you know what I'm saying, we actually want to have as many youth organizations involved in, because we're going to have it at Lake Merritt. We're going to do it at Lake Merritt, and we're going to hold space. When I say hold space, that means blacks, that means whites, that means Latinos, that means any person of color is invited to Lake Merritt when we announce that we're going to do this, and we're actually going to have a good time.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Like
that's what's up.
So y'all thought barbecuing was black about something. Imagine everybody and their kid get an opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, say something or share an experience and just come together in a real space. And you know what I'm saying, of course, you know, we're going to have the ancestors come out and bless the land before we get there, you know what I'm saying, so they're going to call the ancestors Ashe.
I mean,
you know, so you know, that's how we got to do it though.
Yeah.
So I was just going to say that you have a history of activism that's, you know, well proven over the years. I'm wondering if you could give us a little timeline though from BBQ Becky going viral and how it is that you came to the decision of running for city council.
I mean, going viral, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, you know, like, when the video went viral, I was scared. Alright, you know what I'm saying? The reason why I can say that I was scared without no fear is because it's like, my peers, I didn't want to look weak in front of my peers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you have your peers, you know, like, you know, in your ear, they like, oh man, you look like a sucker on there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like,
it's tough.
You know, but then it's like to other people, like I was having like kids walk up to me. You know, I'm in a grocery store. I'm at, you know, Lucky's or, you know, Safeway or Trader Joe's, and kids was walking up to me like, you that dude from the Becky. You know, it sounded like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, parents is like, go take a picture with him. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I was kind of like,
that's different.
You're like,
picture,
wait a
you know
minute,
what I'm saying?
kids are looking up to me for this?
And then I'm like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? So I actually got invited to something called the Youth Awards. And when I went to the Youth Awards, you know what I'm saying, they had me as, I was with my cousin, 10 Millie. You know what I'm saying?
Jamal.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he was doing his thing, talking to the kids crazy. Like when I say crazy, he has no filter.
Yes, that is true. For those of you who don't know who 10 Millie is,
Jamal Truelove.
Jamal Truelove. He was wrongly convicted of murder, and then sued after being released. Right after the conviction was overturned, won $10 million.
10 million and dancing. But you know, Jamal was in there telling these kids. We in there, and he just telling the kids. He yelling at the kids. Yeah, you know. And I'm sitting there like, so I'm on the side.
I met him. I can picture this.
So I'm sitting on the side, right?
Right.
And I'm just sitting there. I'm all quiet. You know what I'm saying? So the lady says, "Oh, now we have, you know, Kenzie Smith, BBQ Becky. The kids is like, what?
Right.
So, I stand up and, I'm just, I'm telling them, about, life experiences and just the adversity that I face, what I'm saying, being black in the community. What I'm saying, like, a lot of people don't know that I actually graduated from Cal Berkeley. What I'm saying? People think I'm some kind of...
Snaps on.
People think I'm some kind of, they think I'm some kind of thug, what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a thug, I got gold ones in my mouth. I write scrapers, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, I'm actually...
I write papers.
You know what I'm saying?
I write scrapers.
I'm melanated and educated, you know what I'm saying? So we had, like, I was asking the kids, I was like, was talking about voting. And the kids was like, why we need to vote? And I was like, man, listen, I said, your forefathers died for you to have this right to vote. I said, you got to, get out there and rock it. They like, man, we don't see the politicians in our neighborhood. We only see them, like, when it's election time, you know what I'm saying?
That's a valid point.
So then they was like, they came up to me and they was like, well, why don't you vote? Why don't you run? And I was like, what? So the whole room is saying this in front of Jamal. So Jamal's like looking at me like, hey, cuz, you gonna have to run. So I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
they just double dog dared you. That's like that wasn't a dare, it was a double dog dare.
So I was like, if I do it, will y'all register to vote? Because a lot of them in their room, you know what I'm saying, they ain't even registered to vote. So they was like, we register right now. They just pulling out their phones and registering on the spot.
Wow.
So I said, okay. The next day, I went, put my name on the thing. The lady was in there like when I went to the ethnics board, she was like, oh my God. She was like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. She was like, oh. She was like, yeah, bring me some dope hair stuff. I was like, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So, she was holding me down, like literally, like she gave me extra stuff, like posters and telling me to study the district, giving me some extra material to read. You know what I'm saying? She said, like, if you're going to be a politician, she says a lot of these things that you need to know. She said, because in this book right here that we're giving you, this doesn't have the codes. So this book right here has all the codes. So
what do you mean by codes?
So basically, when you're running in politics, right, they may come up with something like Measure X or Measure Y or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They don't really sit down with you and say the real reason you have Measure X is because of blah, X, Y, Z. So, you know what I'm saying? On the first book they give you, it's just a brief example of what it is. The book that I got, that she gave me, was like the actual breakdown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is it good for urban people of color? You know what I'm saying? Should we support this measure? Why should we support this measure? Like, it gave you the question, and it's like, it's up to you to figure out this answer.
Where can people get these resources?
Man, like, you gotta go. It's go to Marcus Books.
Marcus Books.
Go to Marcus Books.
Is that in San Francisco?
No, it's in Oakland. See, you ain't from the town though.
I thought there was a Marcus Books in the Fillmore.
There used to be.
But it's in Oakland.
Yeah.
I'm from San Diego.
I know you from the 619.
Yeah, that's
you
me.
Ray Mysterio.
What?
You Ray Mysterio.
Oh, Ray Mysterio?
Oh, Ray
yeah,
Mysterio.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about.
Ray Mysterio is a famous wrestler from 619.
Oh.
He's a masked luchador. He's a masked luchador.
Whatever it is.
You lost me at wrestling.
He's a masked luchador wrestler.
All right. Sounds fascinating.
Yes. Very.
Very, very. So you're into that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I still watch wrestling. I'm a grown man.
Question: Do you believe it's real? Did you ever believe it was real?
My father took me to Oakland Coliseum as a kid. I used to believe it was real. Okay, but when my father took me to Oakland Coliseum to actually watch it live, I actually got to see like the fake punches, like. And I'm like watching it like. Huh? He didn't even touch him.
Yeah, it doesn't even look cool anymore.
Yeah, because like it's like when you're a kid, it's angles. You know what I'm saying? Like when you watch it on television, it's angles. But when you like really there and you watching it live, you like, he ain't touch him. Yeah. Oh man, like man, hold up, why he babying him? Why he about to body slam? I'm like,
And it's interesting the juxtaposition of the artificialness of wrestling with some of the smoke and mirrors that happens in our political scene, and how people will try to make things appear to be one way, but you look closer from another angle, or once the curtain is open and you're able to see, the truth. You see the wizard behind the curtain. You're like, wait a minute, they rehearsed this. This is not actually the show that I thought it was.
Like, you know what I'm saying? My brother, sat me down, and he was like, he asked me, was I ready? Mm-hmm. And I said, yeah, I'm ready. He said, you don't sound like you ready. And I said, what you mean? He said, so he started asking me questions. So I started giving him answers. And then he looked at me, he said, you semi-ready. So, we just kept going back and forth for maybe about a good hour or two. And then he looked at me, he said, he's ready,
Okay, so he challenged you until you proved him wrong.
It was mostly about, because he didn't want me to jump into politics, to be jumping into politics just because, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to understand,
it's a monster that will eat you alive and turn you into a person that you weren't when you started.
It's something like this, you got to think about, I'm not only representing myself, I'm representing my brother, I'm representing my family, I'm representing our brand, our business, you know what I'm saying, our livelihood. So if I'm just getting on to the mic and being like, yeah, I like big booty girls, there's no substance.
Zero.
But if I can
cut it out.
But if I can sit here and say,
nope.
If I can sit here and have a conversation and tell you, you know what I'm saying, we need to actually step up in the community. We actually need to rise up. We actually need a call of action, especially in 2018. We are actually, you know what I'm saying, we need to actually start coming together. We are actually the only group of members who will not come together. Mm. And I'm talking about straight blacks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You black too. Don't trip. You black too.
I'm white. It's
no,
okay.
You black.
I'm good. I'm good.
Walaikum salam.
Salam alaikum.
Okay, so see black, y'all. You feel me? I'm Muslim. I'm keeping it 100. I'm Muslim. You know what I'm saying? And anyone that, when you go to the Mecca, you're going to meet women just like her, men just like her. You know what I'm saying?
So all my beautiful Muslim watchers, my viewers, people
if you
I know, people I don't know.
If you watch Malcolm X said when he went to the Mecca, he said he met Muslims who were blonde hair with blue eyes.
Absolutely, because Islam is all over the world.
Yeah, it's all over the world. So, you know what I'm saying? He said that's when he had to break down. And the breakdown, if you actually, there's a book out there, it's actually called The Diary of Malcolm X. Okay? If you guys are serious about y'all studies, please read The Diary of Malcolm X, and you will understand it's the actual diary while he was in Mecca. And he actually breaks down so many stereotypes that, you know what I'm saying, in his mind, he believed to be true. But once he went there, that's when he had another revelation of what the world really was. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, and I appreciate that. I thank you for bringing that up, because Islam definitely does have an influence in breaking down stereotypes, opening people's minds, and absolutely debunking a lot of basically, I'd say, the background noise, things that we're not necessarily aware of that are running in the background. Personally, I still like to claim my whiteness, you know, because as a white person, then I get to, you know, the call is coming from inside the house. The call is coming from inside the house, meaning white people, we need to wake up. White people, we need to do better. Right? And as a white person, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been talking about actually in previous episodes.
Have you listened to any of our podcasts?
Girl, listen, girl. Listen, sister girl. Okay.
I'm crossing my arms on that one.
We've actually had several conversations about how the real solution to racism is that white people created this problem, so white people are going to have to solve it. And white people are going to have to call out other white people that are being ignorant about the privileges and the injustices that are happening in our country.
Or you could just be a meme or a hashtag. I mean, I'm loving it. You know what I'm
drug
saying?
on the internet. That's another way.
I mean, I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just waiting. I'm just, you know, like I said, for me, you know, to anybody, you know what I'm saying, like, who's felt some kind of oppression from someone of a different race or nationality or background, you know what I'm saying, I stand with you in solidarity, you know what I'm saying, because you have to understand, you know what I'm saying, like, they want us to be divided. You know what I'm saying? This is what they planned on. You know what I'm saying? They want us to not support each other. They want us to not talk about these things. I mean, especially when you got, you know, Mr. Trump in office. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? He don't stand for my community. He don't stand for my people. He don't stand for nothing. Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying, gets away with, you know what I'm saying, grab women by the pussy. You know what I'm saying? Now let me say something like that. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, I'm crucified. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? Now, this dude has, you know, a wife, and every time you see his wife, she looks miserable. In every picture, every video, she look like she don't even want to be there.
Blink twice if you being held hostage.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll send somebody for you.
You know,
I'll send somebody for you.
You know what I'm saying?
We see it. We can see it.
And there's like the things that he, you know, promotes. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So he throws up, you know what I'm saying, white power, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a video on the internet. If you go on YouTube, it's a little boy that walked right up to him and look at him, salute him, and then go like this. And he salute him and do him like this. It's actually, you know what I'm saying? It's a very powerful video, you know what I'm saying? And it's actually disturbing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because these are young people already knowing what hate is.
Not just knowing what hate is, being trained, being literally groomed to hate, groomed to think.
Because it's learned behavior. It's not naturally occurring. I don't think it's natural for
I
humans
hate you.
to hate each other. It's learned behavior and has to be taught from one generation to the next.
Hated it.
And so what we have to do a lot more of is counteracting that hate with love. And that's a big part of your platform. And we appreciate you for being a man of integrity, a man of love, a man of high moral standards, and an incredible character.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can we touch back on BBQ Becky for just 1 minute? Because what I'm wondering
Okay.
is...
What you want to talk about, girl?
Well, what I want to know is, did BBQ Becky ever apologize to you?
I'm a grown man, you know what I'm saying, like a week before the first barbecue in Wild Black, I did go to her house. I did leave a note. The note will be quite fair and honest with you, said that, you know, if she comes to barbecue in Wild Black, I will make sure that she was safe, and that if she came and got on one of the 3 mics, because there was 3 mics we set up. There was a mic on the right hand side, there was a mic in the middle, and there was a mic on the left-hand side with Igor B-side. Who was there? 12s? 12s was there and somebody else. I forgot.
Vice was also there. I was there that day. BET was out doing a documentary, and Vice was as well.
DJ Gas King. Yeah, so we had 3 DJs with 3 different types of music, and every one of them had mics. And like I said, we made sure that I said if she came, you know what I'm saying, she would be escorted to the mic with, you know, safety, and all she had to do was get on the mic and just say she apologized. Me and Oso would shake her hand, we would take a photo, and she can leave or she can stay and eat barbecue. She decided not to come out, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, I respect her decision, you know what I'm saying, but like I said, for me, you know what I'm saying, in my heart, I can't hate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can only, you know, hope that, you know what I'm saying, you learn from your mistake. You know what I'm saying? And understood, like, the words that you use against me are now being thrown at you. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's not just from myself. You know, like, people have actually contacted me and said, oh, I sent her charcoal to her house. You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, I seen her walking down the street. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, but her next door neighbor was the one that kicked it off, because her next door neighbor said that she called police on 12 different individuals prior to me.
What?
You know what I'm saying? He said this on the internet. He went outside, took a picture. Like,
I missed that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, yeah, this was on the internet. Like, literally, it was on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they actually got the address.
So she's been weaponizing the police against people and misusing public resources for a while. This is her MO. I mean, I think all racism is rooted in a mental disturbance, and she's obviously got more than a little bit of a mental instability with the things that she was saying to you and the way that she's been behaving. We've seen that her employer Stanford has distanced themselves from her. She's become a meme, and she will forever be BBQ Becky, even though that's not really her name. Her name is Jennifer Salte. Yeah. And so, you know, these are the choices that people make, and there's consequences for those choices. I really appreciate your suggestion that a fee be attached to those that are found to have weaponized the police and misuse resources that way.
Guilty.
Right. Because, I mean, you're preventing the police or those emergency responders from being at a real emergency.
Utilizing our precious tax dollars and these resources that we know are stretched few and far between. Right. Utilizing them to terrorize people.
And making them do all that paperwork. They hate paperwork.
Having the police as your personal security.
That's not how it works.
Security.
Security.
I'll get her security. No, it doesn't work like that.
Angela Johnson, we love you, but no.
You know what
We're not going to let BBQ Becky take that shine. No.
Right, and so it's really up to every member of the community to hold every other member of the community accountable when they do things like that, right? And so we thank you very much for leading that charge, as you have been, as you continue to going forward. Is there any other questions that we had? Oh, I did have one last question for you.
Go ahead.
Since you're running for political office for city council, I mean, is there, and your brother, Mr. Fab, is also equally active in the community. I've attended many of the backpack giveaways that he has put on, the block parties he put on for his daughter's birthday, and
Libby's World, shout out Libby's World.
Shout out Libby's World. He's continuously doing things for the community. It's just all through y'all family. Are y'all both gonna run for office? Can we consider Mr. Fab running for mayor one day?
2020.
2020, Mr. Fab for mayor.
2020.
2020.
I think you just heard an exclusive. You heard it right here first.
2020 going for mayor. Like, bro was supposed to go for mayor this year, but you know what I'm saying. Like I said. Bro looked at it, you know what I'm saying, like, I need to have my brother, you know what I'm saying, my brother doing, you know, let my bro have this moment, you know what I'm saying, and like I said, we talked about this whole situation, you know what I'm saying, because I was like, you know, they want to put me on Park and Rec, and if you notice anything about the Park and Rec thing, they went directly to him, you know what I'm saying, they went to the Dope Air store, and he was like, yeah, my brother, you know, would do good on that, you know what I'm saying, like, he likes that, you know what I'm saying, so, you know, when, like I said, when I decided to go, you know, of course I hit him and I was like, bruh, you know what I'm saying, we need to sit down, have bro conversation, man. And, you know what I'm saying, we sat down and talked about it, you know what I'm saying.
Lord of mercy.
That's a ghost.
Lord of his mercy.
I'm just gonna hold this just like this.
So, he was like, you all right?
I'm good.
Okay, just making sure.
Let's do that.
Okay. So, you know what I'm saying, I was like, bro, let's have this man-to-man conversation. We sat down, and, you know what I'm saying, it was just like, he told me, shit, why not? You know what I mean?
Why not?
He's like, shit, you got it right. You got the juice. Nigga, you brought back the lake. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, you know, I was like, huh? He was like, yeah. He was like, you know what I'm saying? So he like, yeah, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Put the play together, let's do dope air this and dope air that. And I was just like, you know, I kind of don't want to just, you know, lead off a dope air, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I want to kind of stand on my own, you know what I'm saying? And he looked at me and he was like, you sure? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course I have my brother's endorsement, definitely. But, you know, like I said, I haven't heavily relied on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, you know what I'm saying, I don't want everybody to be like, oh, he using Fab, you know what I'm saying, for the push or whatever, when I'm out there getting these endorsements, you know what I'm saying? I'm the one that's attending these forums. I'm the one that's answering these emails, you know what I'm saying? And I'm actually taking it very seriously, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a difference, like, if I was just doing it for, like, to just be doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could go in there high as hell, you know what I'm saying, pants all sagging. But nah, you got to go in there and you got to be mature. You got to go in there and you got to represent the family. You got to, you know, represent the culture. And, you know what I'm saying, you got to make sure that those around you, you know what I'm saying, you got to make sure that everybody around you is on the same page. Because not everybody going to be on the same page. Like, you got some people who just want to be around you for a little bit of fame. And I choose to, you know, like whenever you'll see me, Igor will tell you I roll like 1 deep or 2 deep. That's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't have like no yes men around me. I don't have no baggage man. You know what I'm saying? I have grown, you know, men around me, and we have real conversations. You know what I'm saying? Not like, ooh, Beavis. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we talking about some real. You know, how can we help each other build? Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Your brand this, okay? You know what I'm saying? Let's cross that. Let's make this move. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the level of consciousness that we like to stay at. Here at Color Me Conscious, we appreciate everybody who's coming with the real. We appreciate the exclusive. Yeah. We appreciate Kenzie Smith.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's one last plug I wanted to get in there was just regarding, isn't there a way that even if somebody's not in District 2, they could still vote for you?
Oh, you can
Right.
You can write it in.
You can write it in.
So anybody that lives in any district in Oakland.
Yeah, just write it in. Just on a ballot. Like, okay, so like I had people tell me like they got their mail-in ballot.
Right.
And it didn't say, you know what I'm saying, nothing about candidates or districts or anything like that. On there you can actually write, like, you know what I'm saying, like District 2, you know what I'm saying, Kenzie Smith. Or you can write, you know, Cat Brooks for mayor. You know what I'm saying? Plug. But, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Cat Brooks
You know what I'm
for
saying?
mayor.
So,
Cat Brooks.
you know.
So we got an endorsement for her as well.
Yeah,
definitely. That's my big sis. She'll tell you.
Stand up.
That's my big sis. Like, we hold it down. Like, I was just on the phone with Cat, like, earlier today.
That's what's
You know
up.
what I'm saying? Like, we motivate each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is, in this like, I've been Cat, like, little bro for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, before she was running for mayor, you know what I'm saying? And she'd tell you, like, I didn't went to war, you know what I'm saying, for, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, off record, there's things that I've done. Oh, see, I can't tell y'all, but there's things that, you know what I'm saying, we can't discuss.
Cut it.
We got to cut that. I think we might be done.
On that note.
On that note. On the things we can't talk about.
I love you, Cat.
But vote for Cat Brooks right now.
Cat Brooks.
Thank y'all for having me. Appreciate y'all.
Vote for Kenzie Smith, District 2, City Council.
Yes, Lord. My bad voice. Yes, Lord.
And this has been another episode of Color Me Conscious.
Yes,
Good
Lord.
night.
Thank you for listening. And if we made you think and you'd like to continue the conversation, visit our website, www.colormeconsciouspodcast.com, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Color Me Conscious Podcast.